Right, and hello, and welcome to Warhammer 2 Total War Greybeard's Prospectors. Am I able to... I just have to assume that's under the right category. It should be. I have it typed in exactly as it shows up on Twitch. Anyway, last time... Is there sound? Yeah, there is. My headphones were down quite a bit. Last time, we took Black Tower of Aachen after a massive battle involving like 8,000 troops.
Time for a reckoning.
And we went to war with the Dwarfs. But we are defensive allies with Altdorf. They're probably not very interested in becoming military allies with us, so... Indeed, they can't. Because... that would be breaking their agreement with the Dwarves. So we're probably going to end up on bad terms with them after we fight the Dwarves a bunch. Even though we're diplomatic allies with Altdorf, and they're only non-aggression pact possibly, and military access with the Dwarves, I feel the Empire's going to be... Oh, they have Grunty Mingle. The Empire's going to be upset at us for attacking the Dwarves somewhat. Yes, also, last time, Chaos spawned. One army over there. I don't know what it's doing. We're probably going to have to send an army over there just to watch out for that. So, Rorik, you can go over here. Oldor, you can go up here. Morgus, you're kind of... We don't really need you in Black Tower of Aachen. It is causing... There is some chaos corruption from chaos invading, but... we don't have any more enemies over this side. And the trolls don't exist anymore. Clan Ugma might still, but... And there's also Famir. I assume the Famir is still there, but... I don't think we need to worry about the rogue trolls. Okay, ooh. Hello. It looks like King Agatep is going to deal with Malefex Bloodheim there, though. Oh, we can upgrade a settlement. Upgrade our Haik! We also have a unique building here, which I'd like to get. Grand Palace of the Sultan. Very nice. Did we get the two buildings here, which improve... Oh, Black Tower of Aachen is the other one, isn't it? Yep. Okay. So we'll want to build that to increase the amount of money this whole province generates. Generating 3,143 at the moment. Might want to get rid of the Vanguard outpost. Yeah, that's in Bel Aliad. So we'll get rid of that. We'll place it with the Scrutty Camp. And then I'll build another build an Enforcers Hall. I'll upgrade that. And yeah. Okay. End turn. I've probably forgotten something. Oh, I forgot Skag. Oh well. Whatever. Look at all those greenskins. Look at those undead. They're all over the place. In the meantime, I was actually doing a bit of a new campaign. I've been starting small campaigns to have a look at them. I was doing one as Durthu. I haven't actually played as him before. And Durthu also with the one of the mods which adds some more legendary lords has Dryka along with him. The Bry Maiden of Woe or something I think her title is. He's a Lord Dryad. And I've been going full like Fury of the Forest and having armies of Dryads Treekin attacking Bretonia. So that's been pretty fun. I haven't defeated Bretonia in their entirety yet. Let me just check. Is my category correct? It is. Good. Okay. Let's got the little Warhammer 2 Total War symbol down the bottom there. Ostermark confederates into Reichland. Thought they'd start doing that. Chaos invades and they all start confederating. Or confederating faster. Artois declares war on the pirates of Sartosa. So, the goal for the moment is to sail up, take Barak Var, and then probably take Karak. Because we're a better king than that stodgy old Thorgrim Grudgebearer. We have technology, which the tradition-laden dwarves of the mountains are unwilling or unable to utilize to the full capacity. So we'll show them the error of their ways, and that dwarves should be fully willing to adopt new technology. Now, some factions were destroyed. Is that just the rebel armies? It is. Okay. Yep. And we demolished that, and we can replace that with... Oh, we did actually build this. That produces some more stuff for trading. I want to build that. That would generate us more money. And it's a unique building. Let's build it. You can go to the Panther. You can march down here. Just for a little bit. I want to see what this Chaos Army does.
Onward.
You can go to Haik. Upgrade slave markets. Oh, Scratty Market, sorry. And Gold Digger Town. And... Yep, cool. Upgrade the Apothecary there. Oh, we're at war with border princes.
You have a
Why?
proposal? We are willing to hear it.
Oh, because you're a military ally with the dwarves. But you weren't when we declared war, so that's recent. How do you feel about the Empire? Okay. Hey, Empire.
Friends of the Empire.
Oh, we can get a military alliance with you now. Possibly. I'll join war against the pirates of Sartosa. And I'll give you a payment of 644 gold.
Not in my name.
Oh, okay. Fine. End turn. Just moving our armies around at the moment. So yes, the campaign as Durthu is interesting. It would be nice if there was a mod which made the forest spirits a little bit more expanded. I find that a lot of the upgrades the Durthu and the tree men get and all that only really apply for their army when they're in forests. And you don't tend to really fight in forests that often outside of Athel Lauren. Because the AI sticks to the roads. And so, like, you know, this is a forest. I don't think this counts as forest. A lot of what this looks like in Bretonnia, at least, is not forest. It's just grasslands. So, I'd call that forest. But it's all around the edges. Yeah, you know, it's like, 20% ward save for all of your units in your army. It's like, oh, that's pretty good. Only when you're in forests. Dryker's pretty good for Dryad, so as you'd expect, she can give them a +5 armor piercing. Which is nice. Not fantastic, but okay. Yeah, sure, fine. I'm not interested in expanding any further into the desert. Would also be nice if Dryker had a unique weapon or something. I don't think she has anything on the tabletop. Maybe some unique skills. She does have some unique buffs. She can get frenzy, and she has an ability which gives her army frenzy. I'm not sure what else she could have, really. I'm just looking at the Age of Sigmar version of Dryker, and like, oh, I would have Dryad in like a tree armor with bees on her arms. It's a very nice model. Okay. What are they doing in Carrick-Dron? I do have a mod, I've mentioned this a few times in the past, which means that if a faction takes a settlement which traditionally is owned by another faction, then they get some negative diplomacy with the parent faction. So the fact that the Golden Order here own Carrick-Dron should be giving them a small, yeah, you see other -4 down there. It's giving them that tiny -4 reduction to their diplomacy with the dwarves. So, I don't know whether that counts for places like Grunty Mingol. Maybe? Anyway. I said last time, but it's weird seeing the vampire counts actually doing things now. It's been quite a while since I've been active.
Come.
Okay, how are you feeling about us? It's improving. Hey, buddies! How about a small gift of 2,000? Even Volkmar would not refuse such a gift. Do we attack these? This is a full stack of chaos in there. I don't see that chaos army. And it's been like 3 turns since they spawned. Okay, let's go deal with this. Attempt to ambush. You managed to approach the camp undetected and managed to ambush the forces of chaos present in this camp before they even notice your presence. Be ready. The time to strike is now. Hey! And we get an ambush attack off them. We were successful. That could have gone wrong. I don't know what happens if you fail. Because I haven't actually had it fail yet, but I've only done it twice. So this leads us into an ambush battle, which will help a lot. We have a look at their army. They've got Chosen, Great Weapons, Elbards, Chaos Warriors, Forsaken, 2 units of Chaos Knights, 2 units of Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes, Chaos Spawn, 3 units of Chaos Trolls, 2 Hell Cannons, and a Chaos Giant, as well as their Lord. So, it is not an easy battle. We don't actually have to fight it. We could auto-resolve it. I'm gonna auto-resolve it. Oh, we lost all of our bodyguards. Oh well, who cares? Shield bearers. I auto-resolved it mostly to keep things rolling, because while I do like playing the battles and we'd end up with a better outcome, Each battle does take like, 10 to 15 minutes. You can get damage walls. I've been making good use of that as in the Durthu campaign. That's very useful. Oh, Bretonnians, you have walls. I just destroy all of your walls, and my dryads pour through the gaps. Heavy iron, 1,500 gold. Yep.
Let us be about this.
And go sailing. Okay, cool. Do we have any unique buildings here? Nope, nope, and nope. Okay, that's all fine. You can go to Eye of the Panther. And you can get a unit of heavy thunderers with grenade launchers. And get a unit of gyrocopters. Or shall I get 2 units of gyrocopters for you? Get 2 units of gyrocopters. No. Okay. Well, to get 2 units of gyrocopters and the grenade launchers then. Hey, Empire.
Welcome,
No.
oldest friend.
Enter. So getting rid of that chaos camp, which was sitting in our region for quite a while, would mean that it now isn't spreading chaos corruption. It was only a small amount. And also, it was spawning every now and then an army of chaos warriors. However, nicely, the AI is very helpful in that regard, and they were actually sending their armies over to our provinces to get rid of these, because I assume they spawn at war with the AI, so the AI tries to deal with them, or deals with them pretty quickly when they pop up, which is good, means I don't have to. However, I have to wonder how much that's actually causing the AI to deviate from doing other things. If Khemri's sending an army to deal with a Chaos army in my region, as nice as that is, it means that their army is not doing something in their region. So... Oh! Skag was just wounded. Boo! This just proves the hostile intent of the dwarves. It's a good thing we preemptively struck. We declared war on them when we did. They were untrustworthy the whole time. So we're going to sail up and take Barak Var. Try and use that as a... what's it called? Staging ground. I might wait until another army is ready, so that we can send 2 armies up, because we are still small. And these are dwarf armies. They're going to be full stacks of like 60 or 90 units, or however many dwarves have in their squads. We have much better equipment than they do. But they are higher in number. And their stuff is not shabby either. They have base cannons and grudge throwers, which are pretty good. But they don't have steel ray mortars. It's like our cannons are more specialized. Their cannon's just a good all-rounder. Though I think their dwarf cannon is anti-large. So it's like our demolisher cannon, but I think our demolisher cannon would... I assume our demolisher cannon would deal more damage versus that large than theirs. I haven't actually compared the stats of the units. Whose army is this? That's another thing. How many full stacks of dwarves are we going to have to deal with? Damn you. That is Grumbrindle. Great. Where is those? Oh, he's down there. Okay, build, guard hall. Go to Bartek. You're still recruiting. Recruit that. And there. Oh, what's this? Felicia Bootycatcher. Okay, along with Anna Keys and Jim Oxenford. Specialist. And is there anything which we could go for in this in the sea? There's the Skull Reef there. That might be a good target. Sure, go and get that. Oh, their ships actually make chuffing noises. That's pretty cool. I wonder whether they could do whether modders could do something like sort of like Black Arcs, but for the dwarves. Not that they need that. You could have like, you know, coastal bombardments in a small range from the ships or something. Probably. How do people feel about giving the dwarves Black Arcs? I wonder if you could have a Black Arc type unit fly on land.
And what can the Dawi do for
Actually,
you
I suppose that's just a
fine
horde.
day?
Military alliance. Sure. Sure. Have you cast aside your Book of Grudges? Very well, you have your terms. Well, you know, we're more forward thinking than those other dwarves. I don't know how forward thinking we are. Would the Greybeard's Prospectors still extremely distrust elves? Thank you, Ligog. Ligog? However you pronounce your name. Ligog? No, we also encounter Itza, Cultus Sotek, Flaming Scimitar, and the Blessed Dread. Oh, Reichland, what are you planning on doing? Going to join us? In our war against the dwarves? Please do. Pile in, there's riches to be had. Who's trespassing? Oh. Felicia Bootycatcher. Okay. And King Agatep. I think Tylia's chasing them down. Try and get a military alliance with Lothern. That might help us appear stronger for the Empire to possibly join us. you know, they'll be like, oh, they've got agreements with the High Elves, whereas I don't think the Dwarves will have. They might have. I'll actually have a look before I do so. Okay. Yeah, public order, blah blah blah. So Lawthorn,
Now that you are here, I will hear your words.
you have... What do you have with the dwarves? Nothing. Military alliance?
As you say.
Hey! And they disliked that. Now it's deteriorating. The dwarves' attitude with the High Elves because they have agreements with us.
Guardian of the Phoenix. I speak for the Phoenix King, and I bid you welcome.
Non-aggression pact and trade agreement? No. Non-aggression...
Unwise. Certainly not.
You're like, maybe, on all of them, and just nah. Safri.
I speak for the Phoenix King.
Belana.
I bid you welcome.
Hey! Trade is good. Who else? To borrow?
Try not to bore me.
And... Corone?
Blood. Welcome, dwarf. Foolhardy.
Let's see. Does any of them like that we're at war with the dwarves?
It is time.
No.
Honor to your ancestors.
You're actually willing to trade with us. As a military alliance, possibly.
Yes.
Dwarven Civil War! You're not at war with the dwarves, though. Because we went to war before we became military allies, they don't actually... Like, the opinion of us is improving because we've gotten those agreements. Actually, not because we've gotten agreements, just because of, you know, so on. Where is... Oh, Dorf. There you go. Mootland? No. Grudgebringer? No. Reichland!
So, be at peace, for that is all I ever want.
Come on, buddy. Everyone's doing it. You want to be cool, don't you?
Absolutely not.
Fine. How are the High Elves going?
As you say.
How wise. Gladly.
Wise indeed.
Pretty much as you'd expect. Gain Vale's owned by Safri.
Nobly done. Burden of the Shadowlands.
There's a Lithanar.
If you wish.
There's Tyrion, all the way up here. He does not have the Sword of Cain.
I agree.
Is that owned by... Ancient City of Quintax's Ruins. Okay. So much for Marathi.
Protector of Elf.
There's Imbric. He is a legendary lord for Calador, I think, over here. Dragonhorn. This warhorn was made from the horn of an ancient dragon, gifted to Imric's distant ancestors in elder days. The dying fire dragon summoned all his remaining power to enchant his remaining unbroken horn as he lay bleeding in the aftermath of the Battle of the Glade Tears. Leadership aura size plus 50%. Cooldown minus 50% to Dragon's Breath abilities. Leadership plus 4 and immune to psychology. And ability Dragon Horn. For 28 seconds, self and affects allies in range, map wide. Everyone becomes unbreakable. Wow. That's pretty damn good. Bow of the Seafarer. Hello. Welcome. I see those cappers. Don't know what they're there for. Gifted to Eleanor of the Sea Guard by King Finnebar, this bow was created from a single piece of rare silverwood. That thing is good, but kind of hard to use, only late game. I suppose it would be very sort of... You'd have to wait for the right moment to use it. I suppose tend to be when you'd want to use it. Your army would probably be losing anyway, and holding off that bit longer wouldn't really help. But it sounds pretty nice. You're recruiting that guy. Recruit another one. You've got your gyrocopters. Shift over there. You can go to the Skull Reef. Oh, because Dragon is tier 5 force, so you won't use it soon. Okay. Hidden Pirate Cove. Sure, raid the cove. How about we blast some salty zombies up? Does he only get the item when he gets a dragon mount, or is it something like that? Or is he to get it because when he's a high level? Good item is an item which you can utilize fully at level 1. Yeah, sure. I haven't played as Imric to know when he's able to get his items and all that. Okay, that's an interesting map. Like a dog leg on it. Another treacherous. Oh. Oh well. That's a lot of depth guard. But they have no artillery. Oh, come on. Can't you just like scooch this thing over a little bit further? We can put some of our Vanguard deploy units on there. I would like to move all of our artillery up here. But they're too slow to be able to do that, I feel. They catch us in the process. Okay. Put that there. Put the cannons there. And there. Is there any hills down here? No, it's just flat. Lovely. Dwarves love depth guard. Low model, no missile resistance. Well, yeah, they are rather low model. Only 45 in a unit. So flat. I don't want to put my infantry in front of my cannons. Where is... There's a bit of a hill. Not much of one. Nah. I put you up there. Yeah, but, you know, not really going to be able to see over anything. There we go. You can go like that. Legion Vanguard, like this. Lydian Legionnaires, I suppose, like that. Scouts, I don't know what I can do with you. You bunch up. Give me a bit more space to put some guys around. You can go over here. They don't have any they don't have any, like, what's it called? They don't have any, what am I trying to say? They don't have any cavalry. Oh. Doing that will be fine.
This grudge must be satisfied.
Put you there, actually. And you like that.
It is a reckoning.
Move you forward.
For the cannons and
You two move up there.
cannon.
You can go like that. Tell me, how many cannonballs can Depth Card take? Well, we'll be finding out.
Vengeance begin.
Or steel ray mortar rounds.
Miners.
Hey, vampires!
Ready.
Suck on this. You. Go there. It's still kind of risky putting them in front. This hill is so tiny. Blah.
Kill the old splitters. For the cannons and core.
Okay.
It is a
Where's your
reckoning.
unit? Over there. They can go here.
Victory will be
You can go here. Up here.
It is a reckoning.
You can go there. And is that everything I raid? Pretty much.
For the cannons and core.
Okay.
Cannon.
You go into your own squad. You two go into your own squad. You go into your own squad. I want you to fire at whatever comes within range. They have no artillery, so that's fine. Precision cannons. I don't know. Attack the depth guard. Oh, well, I saw a post from someone on the Discord saying that the colors which the lines for the cannons are mean different things. Like, it shows the progress of them, like how far they've reloaded. Like, red's reloading, possibly, and then it gets yellow, and then it goes white when it's ready to fire. Green when it's firing, and I think blue means that it's been, this line of sight's been blocked. Which is something I didn't know.
Cannon. For the ancestor gods.
Okay.
The clans unite. We have scores to settle. That'll
Go
be
into snipe mode. Shoot Anna.
King Lord.
Or not. Did she run away?
For the High King. Move now. Strike out. Cannon. The clans unite.
Shoot them. Just, I don't know. Shoot them.
This fire. Dwarf warriors.
Snipe her. Oh, hang on. Still rain water. Shoot there. You. Yeah, just shoot there. Turn around. Legion Vanguard. Attack those. Hop off the cannon. Hey, we got both of them, and there goes her army. Turns out they can take that many cannonballs at the depth guard. Ugh. It's really nice having a sniper in the army. It's just like, where's their lord? Oh, there they are. Are they close enough? Okay, now, aim for them, shoot them. Are they dead yet? Get a few more headshots. Okay. We got the most kills. 113 on one of our steel ray mortars, 90 on another, 0 on the demolished cannons. They were shooting at the rotting leviathans the whole time. So they were doing good work. They just didn't end up killing them. Okay, do that. Release the captives. And we get 20,000 gold. And another Scarecrow banner, which I used to be really excited about. However, since I realized it only affects ground units, it's quite a bit less impressive. It only affects flying units, pardon.
Time for a reckoning.
Okay, upgrade that. And upgrade that. Upgrade. That. Just upgrade everything. All the upgrades. There we go. And Rorik, he got a level. Oh, just for sitting there. You can get... You're focused on range. I will get you Supreme Firepower. Oh, that's nice actually. It gives plus 15% missile resistance for ranged infantry ranked 7 and above. Do these count as ranged infantry? I suppose they do. Or whether that would just count like Thunderers. Because these are a hybrid. And Old Dog on level. Ah, yes. Okay, we can't get Deadly Onslaught because we chose Ballistics Calibration back here. But we get Masterful Ballistic Calibration. Okay. I think... Actually, I think this might have been updated recently. Because I believe here, Ballistics Calibration was 20 reload skill and 60 accuracy. And then I noted that Masterful Ballistics Calibrations was like plus 10% range, plus 25 reload skill, and it was like plus 30% accuracy or something like that. And apparently this was based this skill here was based off of an old stats of ballistics calibration or something like that. But this had gotten a buff in the interim, so this has now been made better. With the a little bit extra reload skill and the plus 10% range, which is nice. It's actually neat to get, because previously it looked like it was increasing range, increasing reload speed at the cost of, like, accuracy. Which, you know, doesn't really make too much sense. It was also, like, increasing accuracy based off of percentage, but then ballistics calibration was a flat increase. Reload speed is just one of those things. You'd have to look at the unit stats in the game files, because it doesn't list it in game as far as I know. Even though there are skills, as we just saw, and some researchers, I would imagine, which increase accuracy. Seems like something which you'd list. Actually seeing a fair amount of the map now. Seeing Nagarond and all that. Where Clan Rictus is still around. Yeah, you're just attacking all of my settlements. But I have walls. Oh, come on. If Al Caliban couldn't fall to all those trolls, it's not going to fall to some lesser dynasty.
Let us settle
Go away.
Attack.
And go away. Okay. The mod which adds these rebel armies to spawn around the place is quite nice. However, it could be more difficult for factions added in mods, because one thing I noted playing as like some of the base game factions is that they often had buildings which the mod modifies to reduce the chance that armies are spawned in provinces. And playing as Greybeard's Prospectors, we don't actually have that. Can I see it for the elves or something? I think it's generally their growth building which does this. Oh? About, like...
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want.
Oh, we're trusted friends. Crackerdrack. You're basically dwarves. Here. Stonebread Bakery. This building will stop wildling armies from spawning in this province almost completely. So, this is something which would allow you to keep those rebel armies under control. Your higher level provinces would have a lower to eventually a, well, I believe eventually completely, or it might just go out to almost completely, so it's always a minor threat. But the Greybeard Prospectors, because they're a faction added with their completely own unique build tree, don't have this, because it would be attached to the Stonebread Bakery building, which is based from the base Dwarves faction. So we don't actually get the ability to reduce the spawning of these rebel armies. Would be attached to this building, I'd imagine, if it was. But this is two separate mods, so that's just something to keep in mind. They're not being too big of an issue. It does mean that I have to have these walls around to at least, you know, increase the garrisons a little bit more than they normally are. Rorik, you can go up to here. You can sail down here. And I don't really need to do anything with Morgus. Morgus, you can go up here. We might stop you off at Ekrund or something. A vampire corruption going on there. Okay. I kind of want to sit on my money for the moment. What's this going? Going to go up. Okay, and turn. And I'll sit you in here for a bit so that your units can replenish, and then we'll sail up. Because that was a nice amount of gold we got from that, which we all promptly spent. But I promise you, we're going to take it Barak Var and maybe Kareza Karak. We'll see. I think this is episode 9, so Evelyn. Okay. So we do have one more session of Greybeard's Prospectors after this. I have to think about which faction we're going to do after that. Maybe I'll have a look at Return of the Lichmaster again, because that campaign ended prematurely. And what with the vampire counts being made more active, it's more fun to play as them now. Defensive Alliance. Sure. We're just doing all the unthinkable acts. Also, I want the money. Yeah, right. I have to remember that. The money is used also for some of our upgrades. Some of our research. So, 20,000 to get Skaven technology. 10,000 to get Vampire Coast. Explosive rounds. Want that. Might have just under. I wonder if as a faction, if you stockpiled a lot of gold, would it make other factions more likely to agree to your diplomatic terms? Gold factor into diplomacy? I have to imagine it does to some degree. You'd like a measure of your faction's wealth. Or maybe that's just income. Rakadrak declares war at Ugma. Yeah. King Pentu, go away. We might actually have enough because of that. I think we're only like a few hundred off 10,000. Hey! Just finished our research. Good timing. Inspired by pirate technology. This causes vampiric corruption in all of my provinces. Which is kind of a problem. It means that I'm tempted to actually get, like, Valaya. Because there's also the Skaven technology, which causes Skaven corruption. Funnily enough, you don't get Empire corruption with the Empire research. Damned Empire people just popping up in your provinces all the time. So I was going to go with Grugni, I think, but... Grimnir is pretty much useless because we don't really have many Slayers, and I'm not going to get it just for the Ushabti Slayer unit. Valaya is nice. But the growth eventually doesn't mean much. Gazul is... the Untainted is stronger. However, the rest of it is only effective if we're fighting against undead. And we're not going to be. Smednir is tempting for fighting against dwarves because of the extra armor piercing and physical resistance and armor. Morgrim is tempting just to improve our artillery even further. Thugni is a possibility. Extra magic resistance, but we're not going to have to worry about that against dwarves. Okay, well, whatever. Do we have a building which lowers corruption? Good. Ancestor shrines, -4. Yeah, or we just build Oathkeeper's halls. So we're not really the best at maintaining public order or lowering corruption. Because how much was that going to increase it by? +4. And the Ancestor Shrine is +4, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So that would level it out. Actually, it wouldn't, because Chaos is invading currently. So it would have a slightly higher background Chaos corruption. Vampiric corruption. Actually, no, because it's not Chaos, it's Vampiric. What am I saying? I'm confusing myself. +4 for technologies, +4 for local populace. And corruption is 4. Fine. We've got this grudge we need to get rid of again, still. But we don't have any greenskins to fight. Well, whatever. Hey, Empire.
Friends of the Empire, come.
You're not. Going war against these two. And I'll give you a payment. Of 310 gold.
No, no!
What type of offer was that? It's like, no, I don't want anything, but if you joined the war against these guys, we'll give you nothing in return. It's like, nah, that's not how this works. Empire? Empire is the worst, No. It's the worst at diplomacy. Our agreements with Order and Lawmasters are gone because they confederated into Lothern. Black's still up there. Oh, and there it went. Okay. Malekith? Someone there got the Sword of Cain? My Durthu campaign, I'm actually thinking of getting the Sword of Cain for Durthu. It seems appropriate. You'll become the angriest tree ever. The only problem is the public order issues. Anything else going on? Anyone who says to me what else is good with the sword know nothing about the faction. Well, I mean, Durthu has a sword anyway. So he'd be pretty good in melee with it. And I'm focusing just on the forest spirit units. I'm not using any of the elves in that campaign, so it's all melee all the time. Public order would kill me. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Outside of the forest, what else don't have any public order control? Aside from a few technologies, but I don't think that would be enough. Okay. Begin the vampiric corruption. Or not. Maybe next turn. I want explosive rounds. And get salt works. And one more turn should be fine there. I'm going to get the Enforcers Hall level 2. Oh, and Skag. Do you have Skag? You don't have damage walls. That'd be nice to have. Sail up here. Okay, end turn, and we'll what's it called? Disembark and sail for Barak Var next turn. Never move out of the forest. Yeah, I do think the Wood Elves could do with a bit of a redo. Some of their, I don't know. The amber mechanic does need to be changed somewhat. Having to hold settlements. Because it's like you have to hold, yeah, it's like you have to expand, but you don't have the capacity to hold territory you take. I like the idea of the small bonuses you get. Larger, you know, you just build them everywhere and you eventually get large bonuses, but getting an empire to the point where the 1 and 2% start, you know, getting up to like significant numbers is,
let's hear what you have to say.
Kind of difficult when your best garrison is like what, 4 or 5 extra units of Wood Elves and a Great Eagle. Like Great Eagles, they're very brittle, good against enemy lords for like, and heroes. Well, you know, not all lords and heroes. Good for hunting down the, like a hero or something. Weak hero, like a spellcaster. Actually used 2 of them in a battle against the legendary Lord of Paravon, and that was pretty good. He was on a flying mount, so it was just an aerial duel, and he failed. Managed to take one of them down to half, one of the Great Eagles down to half health, half health though. Another nice thing is with the mod, what's it called? Gives wall breaking to various units. Durthu was able to tear down walls on his own, so I could just send him up to a wall and knock a hole in it. And assault the base that way. Feels very appropriate. Just a big angry tree pulling down a wall. Smacking it with his sword several times. Make him take the oath. Okay. You can get specialist. You can go up there, yeah, sure. Ooh, actually, does that mean... Oh no, never mind. I thought maybe getting the power technology meant we weren't taking deep sea attrition. I suppose this isn't really deep sea. There it is.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
There. There. And... fine. Okay. We're on our way. Though I will say, I don't play the Wood Elves that much. As I said, it's the first time I'm playing as Durthu. Or maybe the second time, but the first time would have been way back when Wood Elves were originally released. I wouldn't mind having the campaign map for Wood Elf campaign. Modified. And the Beastman one. I mean, I think I only looked at them once or twice, but the closer view of certain regions was kind of nice. And Athaloran had a lot more things in it. It had all the different regions and the deep woods where all the crazy tree spirits are kept. If I didn't have to install Warhammer Total War, I'd probably go back and have a look at them. They're not the focus of any mods though. At least, probably a few of them, but modding kind of rightfully. So it was always focused on the main campaign, not the these 2 small side campaigns which were added.
Aye, let's hear what you have to say.
You want a peace treaty, Commander Bernhardt. Sure. A non-aggression pact? No, apparently that was going too far. Oh, warriors of chaos are destroyed. Rejoice! For the threat of chaos is no more. There's these damn soggy zombies wandering around my province. Go away. Why are you there? You came on land to like avoid a Tylian fleet.
What is your demand?
Or maybe you're digging up treasure? Yeah, it looks like you're just hunting for treasure. Does the AI do that? I suppose so.
Anad, let us begin.
Okay. Full steam ahead.
For the wisdom of the land. Beards in belts. Beards in belts.
Chuff, chuff, chuff. Get the Salt Workers Guild Hall. That lowers the upkeep for our black powder units. I wonder if that will affect our all of our rifle units. Salt Workers Guild lacks influence, but has very close ties to the Empire, its major export partner. I would have thought they'd have a fair amount of influence. I'd imagine the dwarves would be the type to eat a lot of meat, so salting it would be kind of important. Though, with the dwarves having mountain homes, they'd probably have a pretty easy supply of ice to use in fridges. Did I end up getting the Empire involved with the war? Not yet. We are defensive allies with them.
Greetings from Sigma.
And we're still improving diplomatically with them. So there's that. But they're still not agreeing to a military alliance with us. Apparently that is a commitment which is just too far. For the moment. Their relations, actually, look at that. The dwarves' relations with the Empire is deteriorating. Oh, because the Empire have treaties with Sylvania and Blood Dragons? Okay. They don't have a military alliance. It must be just a peace treaty. Yeah. Trespassers against Clan Angrund. Clan Angrund aren't even a faction anymore. Actually, it's interesting that that remains. I thought that would have cleared up when the faction got confederated. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's getting lower slightly.
What?
I should probably give you
Friends of the
another
Empire, come.
gift. Hey, buddies! Have 8,000 gold on the house. A most worthy offering. Oh, gold! Dwarves are just showering us in gold. Can't have an ulterior motive, can they? Okay, enter. Also, welcome. If I didn't say that, I might have. I mean, we're allies, military allies with the High Elves. If the Empire get military alliance with the High Elves, then, you know, dwarves might dislike them for that. Oh, your campaign is glitched, and you're unable to attack El Calabad from Araby. Did I have the same issue? Ever heard of that issue? Do you have Ovian Lost Faction, which adds Araby? Is that what you mean? Because I think that starts off held by Araby, El Calabad. I don't think so. Is it crashing on loading the map or something? Oh, you can sit an army right outside of it, but you're unable to attack the prophet. Attack the settlement? There is a oh, there's no sword when you mouse over it. No, I can't say I've come across that problem. Not with the mods which I have, at least. Don't think I have. Not recently, if I have. And not when I attacked El Caliban. I didn't have any problems with that. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't be any more help, but... Something like that. I'm not too sure. Stick your army outside the walls, right outside the settlement in the... next to the reinforcement ring, and hope that they attack your army or something. Defeat the garrison and possibly take it after they've been defeated like that. I don't know. Just a guess.
It is time.
Could also try and like disabling mods. That could cause other problems actually during a campaign. Right, we're at war with border princes.
I am ready to parley.
You want a
Hope your
peace?
words wise.
Don't really want to fight you. How much money do I have to throw around to get people to do what I want?
I'll ignore that.
Come on, we're very friendly. Why you don't want peace with them? We're very friendly and we're at war with each other. How does that make sense?
You have a proposal? We are willing to hear it.
Peace treaty.
Not likely. So, it is good to see our ally.
You're still not anything with the 8 dwarves? No.
Ready.
Can I
Welcome,
get you
oldest friends of the
to
Empire.
break a non-aggression pact with Karazakarak and I a payment of like 4,453?
A fool's action. Ready.
Ow. Damage walls. I'm probably gonna have to land here on the shore because I don't want to get my armies caught at sea. Actually, it doesn't really matter, does it?
My axe thirsts for war.
Let's see, if I move
For clan honor,
you up to here,
summon me.
then I move you next to him. Okay, you can move there,
Be about this.
and you can move to there.
To glory for the ancestors.
Close formation.
It is time.
Sail right past them. Hopefully. Okay. I should probably recruit another army so that I have one down here. Let's have a look. Ancestor Blood Grimnir, physical resistance, that'd be nice. Strider, yeah. Ward save. Daled Blackbeard. He was actually a lord which I recruited, but then disbanded not too long ago. So we'll get that. Another one of you. And one of those. Here we go.
Ready. No.
Okay, enter. Crusaders Velbion. Declare war on parts of Sartosa. Okay. I wonder whether the dwarves are sending any armies down my way. Or are they focused on everything up there? That's fine. Why are the border princes so willing to be at war with us? They have Ackendorf, they have Myrmidons, but that's it. I suppose they're two capitals, but we can stop off on Myrmidons and raise the place to the ground. Nah, let's just focus. Let's just stay focused on the dwarves. We don't have any real beef with them. I don't even know why we're at war with them. Chaos Army came out of nowhere and tried to kick around some Empire units. Oh boy. Oof. Just. They're just auto-resolving those. I'm glad we won that. Very close. Pyrrhic victory. But it doesn't matter! It was a garrison! Ah. Give it to the Loyalist clan. More money.
What? Onward!
You keep going up, Skag.
No,
Good old Eglixus.
Alright.
Gustel Sido.
I am a rune
Okri
lord,
Finson.
not some smith.
Ublug Backbiter.
Not likely.
And there's Volmir Golsa.
For the wisdom of the
So
land.
you go to there.
Anad,
You
go
sail up
then.
as well.
Let us begin. Moving.
As well.
Do you take me for a wazzock? Move. My
Just
axe
backbiter.
thirsts for war. Start the war.
He bites people's backs.
Yes.
Um.
A runesmith's duty is never done.
Barak Var is actually really undefended. Hey, Empire. Feeling it now?
It is good to see our allies of the mountains.
How about for all the money in my vaults? And I'll join the war against these guys. And I can't offer anything else.
Disagree with that?
Blah. I even gave you gold, like a 8,000 gold thing, but it really not improving diplomatic standing with you that much. And now now it's improving. Empire Strength rank 1. Whatever, whatever. Exodal has Misnar. I? Lord Master Mundi sail all the way over there and
Burden
take
of
it.
the Shadowlands.
Oh, well, Lithanar has the Sword of Cain.
Of course.
Okay.
Most astute.
Oh. Yeah, I think
Defender
their
of the Earth
assault is petering out up there.
The nation calls.
Suppose you're just strength 1 now because you've been confederating all these regions. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm also going to get an enchanted item, the Prospectors Spyglass. Because we had one of them, and I would like to get another one. Increases accuracy. Give it to... You have the Silver Horn of Vengeance. Take the Prospector's Spyglass. Our other lord already has one. Oh, he has a Potion of Healing. Oh, yeah, Old Door has the other one. Okay. You can have the Gunnison's Crop. And we don't have a talisman. You are... fine. I would just build another one. We're sitting on all these, all this oath gold. And these don't actually cost us money. I get another one.
It is time.
And you can replace your Potion of Healing with Prospectors. There we go. Increased accuracy.
Summon me if you dare.
Heal Rain Mortar. Get some Obsidian Legionnaires. Go. Okay, end turn. Ah. Thank you to Lakwa for dealing with the lesser dynasties again. Really means a lot to me. I'm not going to pay you anything for it, but thank you for being like home province or, you know, undead squishing or whatever. Oh, we discover Shifty, the ambusher. Apparently he wasn't shifty enough. Or he was too shifty, so he drew attention to himself. Going on? I can't really see anything changing on the map. Like massive parts of Badlands are all ruins. Is that Chaos which is doing that? Is it just raised by other factions, or is it Clan Eshin? If that's Clan Eshin... I haven't actually checked on Clan Eshin. I've seen a bit of them down here. But I don't know about this. This was... Some of those were owned by vampire counts not too long ago. Okay. Yep. Oh, there goes Chaos. Sea legs!
The axe
Lay 'em up.
thirsts for war. What?
Lay 'em up.
Shoulder axes, lads. We move.
And... Go there. We could possibly actually get enough fighting against the greenskins. There's a lot of them around here.
Let us be about
There we go.
this.
Oh, look at that army. Yeah.
Orders heeded.
Oh, the Emperor's Wrath. Right.
Mine right is mine.
So, what is this? This ruins. Yeah. Look like Skaven. Is it a Rot Blood tribe? Hmm.
You what?
The nation calls.
Where are you?
Onward.
There you are. You're recruiting that. You can get... Oh, you're already getting one of those. Get a unit of... Obsidian Legionnaires with Blunderbuss. 2 more turns and we'll have explosive rounds. Okay, Empire. Gonna keep asking.
Greetings from Sigma.
No. Come on. 7,500.
We cannot.
No idea move Skag. Oh well, we're just turning turns over. Have we actually had a battle this session? I don't think we have. It's been focused completely on moving towards the dwarves. Oh no, we did. We fought against some vampire coast. That's right. Reichland just took something up in... They might be attacking von Carsteins? I think they just took Watshuffen. Oh, Cult of Sotek's been destroyed. Is that a vampire coast in Lustria? If it is, the vampire coast is spread really far. Yeah, it is. Wow. Vampire coasts control a lot of Lustria. Okay. Raiding in Kofa. Okay. I like this mod which adds the minor armies everywhere, but without a way to really
Wamrag,
keep control over them.
High King command.
It is a bit like playing
We
whack-a-mole.
march.
It would be better if it would be nicer if we had the buildings which reduce their chance of spawning.
Time for a reckoning.
Okay, sail up,
These lads, we move.
sail up, and
Wisdom of the layer. Go
sail up.
then. Time for a reckoning. Ready. Forwards.
Go.
I have no time for this.
Hey, Ockreed, do you feel lucky?
The runes are ready.
Now, I'm going to see whether I can actually have a look at Actually, no. You could just sit here. Because I want you next to here to knock some holes in the wall. Even though they've got no garrison. Outdoor.
Friends of the
Buddies.
Empire, come.
Military alliance. All the money. That's not how this works. You can't just like say, no, how about this?
I'll ignore that.
Just don't know a good deal when you see one.
Fall in.
The men
You're
are
just
keen.
wandering around the desert. Silly Umgi. And end it. The Rebel Armies mod also does cause a rather kind of a large increase in turn time. But it's because it's I'm not sure actually why. But At least I'm pretty sure it does. I'd have to do looking to be certain about that. The Sylvania is over there. They have Matorka. Oh, you move your army to Dok Karaz. Maybe you're going to move into Barak Var to defend it. That'll be good. Have a proper fight. I don't think Barak Var's got a battle map in this. I think it had in Warhammer Total War, the first one. There was a unique map community had made for it. At one point, at least. I think it was based off the map for Warhammer Online. Because that had a... I think that actually had Barak Var as a map location. One of these zones. Because you could go on top of and inside some of the ironclads, which were docked in the port. And it had the big gates like it has here, and there was some orc ships outside of it. Kind of fun to explore those maps. There was a lot of little areas you could find. Whether you're meant to get to them or not was always... It always felt iffy whether you're supposed to go to them or not. Okay, and we have explosive rounds. Do I want to get my blunderbusses with pirate hand cannons, which deal much more damage over a slightly larger range, however losing much of its armor-piercing capabilities in return, or replace the charge breakers with hand bombs, which exchanges the disorientated ability with just damage. Or I could just save up or analyze Skaven technology. Might do that. How's our provinces going? Okay, so it says here Vampiric Corruption +4 all provinces, but we're not actually getting the effects of that. Because none of my provinces are actually getting +4 Vampiric Corruption. I mean, that's nice, but that's not working how it should. I should make a note of that. Let me just write this down. Weird. Vampire Coast Corruption Research. Okay. Go. Enough for the tapping. Right. Nearly there.
Beards in belts.
Keep sailing, dwarves. Stoke those engines.
Move. The throng agrees.
Okay.
On to
You can go there.
glory for the ancestors.
So, how do you feel about the Dwarves Empire? Ask a stupid question.
Friends of the Empire.
Come on. Ugh, whatever. I'm pretty certain as soon as I start fighting against the dwarves, it's going to just start dropping my bombardment tactics. It's just going to start dropping my relations with the Empire, because they'll be like, hey, you're aggressing against the dwarves. Like, yes, because I've been at war with the dwarves for the last few turns. I don't like you're fighting the dwarves. I'm going to declare war on you, because though we're defensive allies, I think highly of the dwarves. I mean, that makes sense, but I don't know. If I did go to war with the dwarves, and the Empire went to war against the dwarves as well, would the Empire dislike the fact that I am fighting the dwarves if they are involved in the war as well? Or would their dislike of me fighting the dwarves change over to them liking me fighting the dwarves because they're at war with them? Is whether they like a faction fighting against another faction based off of like the law like the law status of the factions, because the Empire and dwarves tend to be buddies, or is it based off of agreements which they might have with that faction? Some degree, or to a rather large degree, there is specific ways diplomacy goes, because some factions will always be at war with others. Greenskins will probably never really go to military allies with the dwarves. And I don't know if... My line of thinking just petered out there. I don't... It's too many... Like... I don't understand exactly how diplomacy works. for me to do anything else other than speculate. I think there's some dwarven factions which have a base negative disposition towards Karazankor. Karazakarak. But that's pretty easy for them to overcome. Like, even though they might have a natural dislike, they're still willing to, you know, they're still willing to enter diplomatic relations with them. That skull is like right in the way.
To war. It is time. Yes, no. A beardling's mistake for the wisdom of the layer. What happened? Aye.
Okay.
What? By the
You
bearer's will.
can't really.
No. Moving. My axe thirsts for war.
You'd have to lay siege to the settlement for you to be able to land, and we can't. Oh hum.
Who wishes the red kiss?
As long as a dwarf faction doesn't, dwarf army doesn't descend upon us from the darkness, it should be fine. And we're.
My axe thirsts
Oh, there.
for war.
I don't know. Go up there. Okay, Skag, you can hold there, and turn. Turn 120. How many turns did that take for us to get up there? I wasn't going full speed. I didn't want my armies to be tired if we got caught into a battle with... But... Six or eight or so? Rackling Confederates a golden order into itself. Come on, Karazakarak. Ooh, actually, it looks like you're fighting the greenskins up in Karakangor. That's good news for me. That means their armies aren't anywhere near here. And indeed, it doesn't look like a dwarven army has appeared. I was thinking Grombrindle would just go whoop. I suppose we'll see in a moment whether the Empire will like us aggressing against the Dwarves or... Nope. I mean, Crackerdrack's our buddy. They've got our back. Way up there. I wonder how they feel about us going to war with against the dwarves. Because Crackerdrack I don't think actually like Karazakarak. I think because Crackerdrack view themselves as their own High King or something like that. No. Really? Where'd you come out of? Out from? You just popped up out of nowhere and now you're attacking a Dullard. Oh, we're gonna have to fight that. Don't really want to lose the army. Surprise battle! He doesn't have a full stack, but he's got a pretty balanced army. And they are just a bunch of skeletons. Okay, so they're attacking me. Will they try and form up with their allies before they attack me, or will they try and charge me? Outnumbered. That's their allies over there. How about we shoot their allies while they come into the map? Well, we can't. There's this massive forest in the way. Stick up here.
Cannon!
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's let them come to us.
Ready? Cannon!
You go there.
Dwarf warriors!
Go like that.
Vengeance!
That.
Axes out,
Actually.
lads!
That.
They have wronged us!
That.
Dwarf warriors!
Shield breakers, you can go behind, because you will be firing volleys into their skeleton. I've got blunderbusses. Oh. There.
For the Karazenko!
And Dullard.
Victory
go there.
will be ours!
Okay. Yeah, they positioned themselves over here.
Yeah! Off we go! Plow through!
Okay, well, if they're all clumped up, that just makes it easier for us. Steel, rain, water to deal with them. Though they're coming over this hill. Back up the hill a little. Back up a little bit. There we go. Maybe. Where are you? Come on, skeletons. Oh. Oh. They're summoning bugs. Blah. Keep your mouth shut. Okay. Hey, you're shooting the tomb guard. Good job. Nice job.
For the ancestors!
You guys can go like that.
Nothing can stop us! It is a reckoning! Strike out!
Position yourselves there.
War machine ready! Ah!
Attack them.
Let the vengeance begin! And
Shoot their Tomb King.
Lord! Ranging target! This one
Out.
is
Shoot those ones over there.
We will have vengeance!
What's that?
Good!
A grenade or something.
Ah!
Ow! Ho ho!
It's a reckoning! Banner!
Okay. Shoot there.
Well, for the High King! Dwarf warriors! Kazoo!
Ooh, there's a, yeah, there's two Tomb Kings, we can't forget that.
Well done! For the ancestors!
Ah, more bugs!
Vengeance! For mountain and home! Nothing can stop us! Pump those dwarfen legs! This
Shoot them.
won't misfire! The next hill is ours! Slay the Oathbreakers! It's an
Nope.
honor for the ancestor gods! Blow through! Move now! Dwarf warriors!
Fight dwarves!
Cannon! Understood!
Steel rain water shot right over there. Oh, just like you.
Dwarf warriors! Sir! Move now! Cannon! War of vengeance!
Cow. Nice, nice. One over there.
The Dawi are ready! Down! Shoot! Dwarf warriors! Nothing can stop us! Come on! Muster
are
the
you?
throng! Cannon! For the ancestor gods! Withdraw!
Don't flee.
Cannon!
Well,
Now! Dwarf warriors! Kill anything without a beard! For the Karas Anchor! Right far, right fast!
ooh, yeah! Oh, that's our explosive ammunition going off. Look at that.
Dwarf warriors! Kill us!
Pow! Pow, 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 pow. Oh!
Let the vengeance
Right, that's pretty
begin.
awesome. That's exactly how I was hoping it would be.
Come, Snorri! We have scores to settle! We demand
It is
blood.
possibly causing a few friendly fire issues, but
Warriors! On! Pull out! Move! Come on! Shoot!
that is pretty awesome.
Take him!
Blow them to pieces. Pow! Boom! Bam, bam,
For the
bam,
Karas
bam, bam.
Anchor! Oh! I am the ranking lord!
Well, another volley.
Castle! Yes! Yes! Masters! Nothing can stop us.
Position yourselves over there. Rallied. Go there, I suppose. Yeah, just shoot them. It actually stops units when they're hitting them because they're like, oh, explosions.
For the High King!
That's pretty nice. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it actually...
Nothing to serve! Dwarf warriors! They have wronged us. Will do! Put those dwarven legs! We will have vengeance! Let the vengeance begin! Satisfy the grudge! Muster the throng! Shoot! Take him! Dwarf warriors! Pull out!
Ow. Chumpty caught them.
We have scores!
Kill their lord, though. Up, up.
Dwarf warriors! Fire! Reload! Fire!
Skeletons are coming over the ridge. Shoot them.
Axes out, lads!
I said shoot them.
Moving out! Guns! Yes! Plow through!
Come on.
We demand blood!
I can't see them. They're on a hill.
Dwarf warriors! They have wronged us! For Grimnir! Victory will be ours! Withdraw! That'll do! The clans unite! Go! The clans unite!
Come on. Few more skeletons. That's pretty cool, the explosive ammunition.
For the Calazon Corps! Lord! The clans unite! Charge! Hunt those dwarven legs!
Oh, and... Oh, victory. Pretty close. Neat. Ah, 232 kills for Dullard. I imagine a bunch of that was because of his grenade launcher. 153 kills for those heavy thunderers. I think I'm pretty sold on the explosive. I mean, it does seem... I mean, it's useful against massed infantry like that. I can imagine against more heavily armored units, it's probably not as useful. But the impact it causes, like stunning the enemies, is quite nice also. And we got the upgrade, which increases our reload speed, so yeah, we can slow the advances of enemies, be able to get a few more volleys off with that. That's nice. Nearly each unit killed more skeletons than their entire squad size. Only one of them got less than that, 27, when the unit of 30. And we didn't lose any units completely. Nice. Now, what would I need more? Something better against infantry and me. Our shield walls are good, but they're just good for really defending. They're not good for attacking. I have to wonder how much our shots were hurting our own guys, because I'd imagine the explosions are not very discerning with who they hurt. Okay. Yay. Well done. Yeah, sure, get release captives. For the extra money. And now we can begin attacking Barak Var. Probably have to actually attack Karak next time. Be gone. Hey, everyone gets sea legs.
I have the forge fires.
Okay, damage walls. Really? Critical failure. He's wounded.
My axe.
He had like a 74% chance to succeed.
Time for a reckoning.
Well, it's not like we need him to blow holes in the walls.
To battle. For the wisdom of the
Because we can do that ourselves. It just would have made things a bit
Moving.
easier.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Okay.
Unto glory. For the ancestors. We
over here.
march. Beards in belts.
Who within
Bring
range?
them. Bring.
You are. Okay. There's Barak Var unique map. What's your name? Skorigny Kandoom. A tiny garrison. Nope. Okay, well, we're just on. There we go. Casualties that we would have suffered otherwise. But, loot occupy.
Let us begin.
And Barak Var is now under control of Greybeard's Prospectors. We get a unique building here. Oh, we do. Sea Engineers Guild. The Sea Engineers Guild is responsible for the creation and maintenance of the ironclad ships which comprise the Dwarven fleet. I suppose we get all the Dwarven unique. Yeah. Ooh, increases naval movement rate. Get rid of the trade depot. Then get rid of the... That is demolished.
Aye. Forwards.
Okay, move there.
My axe thirsts for
In. You can get cleanse corruption. Hello.
no time for this.
There's Okri.
One
Way up there. He didn't defend the settlement which he was nearest to. He failed.
Aye.
Get adventurer at heart.
Summon me if you dare.
Okay. So, Empire, what do you think about me doing that? It's deteriorating. Other.
It is good to see our allies of
Not
the
for any
mountains.
real particular reasons. You're trading with Karak. Cancel trade agreement. No, no. Break trade. Oh, whatever. At this point, you know, who cares? It would be nice. I'm going to go analyze scaling technology. That'll upset the dwarves even more with me. Yep. And we can get poisoned weapons. Though I think I'd go with formula for aggressive corrosives because that affects slayers. Minus 50 50% armor. It actually is for the weeping blades, I believe. Which is very nice. And I don't know about these. As I said, the way Poison Wing Globadiers work and Deathwing Globadiers work has been changed. These are now, Deathwing Globadiers are now instant damage, where Poison Wind is over time. Whereas previously, Deathwind was like an explosive, good against anti-infantry, and Poison Wind was a anti-large without any explosive effect on it. Warp Flame infused brimstone shots. It might just work the way it says. So, yeah, the grenade shots would be good against anti-large, would be good against large, and the grenade shots by Heavy Thunderers grenades would be very effective against infantry. How would that affect them with explosive rounds? Actually, no, that's grenades. That's not, yeah, Heavy Thunderers grenades. They're not affected by explosive round because they're not units with rifles. And Warp Flame infused brimstone shots. Or adopt Skaven rocket technology, which I think I'll go for this one. Because the rocket launchers are pretty good as they are, but I think the Skaven rockets would look very cool if they're just firing Skaven rockets.
Summon me if you dare. Yes.
Okay. I'll force march into the Sheik. Don't want you getting stuck out in the open again like that. And you went up a level. We can give you Route Marcher. Well, Haik is fine. Like Tower of Arkan has 3 more turns until level 4. Vulture Mountain has that. That's all fine. So, Barak Var. I'm not too sure what we'll build here when we get it. Obviously the Dwarven Shipyard, the Engineers Guild. We'll have to take the rest of it too. Or should we just go straight for Karazakarak?
Be gone.
Can we recruit anyone here? No. Okay, end turn. And we'll see what and we'll probably end on the new turn. No, we only had like 2 battles, but what with all the battles we had in the previous sessions, fighting against trolls, fighting against all that all those Tomb Kings. fighting against more trolls and so on and so forth. A bit of, you know, a bit of general calm is nice to have. Ooh. Track. Declares war against pirates of Sartosa. Yeah, sure. Join in on that. Ugh. Damn it, Felicia Booty Catcher. You're just wandering around my province for the whole time and... Well, we're gonna have to take fires. Are we gonna get a grudge for that? We haven't actually gotten any grudges this whole campaign, even though we've had trolls raiding us. Tomb Kings raiding us. I wonder how the grudges work for the dwarves with the rebel factions. The small armies which pop up. That might overload them with grudges. Just a whole bunch of small factions. Is there a limit to how many grudges the Book of Grudges can hold in game? Well, damn. Why is Virus listed as their capital? Did they lose... Oh, they did. They lost Sartosa. It's now held by Talia. Okay. Oh, we lost our resource of dwarf beer. Oh, what a terrible... What a terrible thing. Hey, Carrick Hearn rather like us. Oh, we're just gonna have to march our army up to Iris to take it back again. I'll need some more stuff though. I'll have to move them over to Martech to fill out their army. Okay, and we lost fires. Right the wrong. And analyze scheming technology. So, what do we get from here? As I said, I think I'll go for this. Out of these, I'm not too sure. And out of these, I'll get that. That is actually causing Skaven corruption in our provinces. It's listed under events. Okay. Build walls in Barak Var. I mean, you could sail up to Corfa. Wizards can be upgraded. Yeah. I was just saying that we passed by a place of interest, but we were sailing too quickly to be able to have a look at it. You're not at war with the dwarves. What is other? It's just 98.
Welcome, oldest friends of the Empire.
The reliability is like, yeah, just because we broke our agreement with the Pirates of Sartosa. There's Barak Var Ironhammer. Apparently the Empire doesn't mind that we've been fighting the dwarves. No, they don't. Okay, so that's how it works. They haven't got any particular agreements with the dwarves other than military access and trade. So since they're not allies with the dwarves, they don't actually really care that we're fighting against the dwarves. It seems. We can actually have a look at our opinion of them. We're trusted friends. We are trusted friends of the Empire, apparently. 500 and something. Actually, let me have a look at that again. Treaties, technology. Oh, that is 157. Okay. But yes. Right, so we've got a foothold in Dwarven lands. We've got Barak Var. Our armies are arrayed to move out from here. They have got quite a few other problems going on. There's vampire counts around. There's vampire corruption. Iron Rock is held by vampire Sylvania. There's also Akendorf, which we could take. Has a star fort though, which is a good garrison. Elbediers, shield bearers, swashbucklers, handgunners, knights, mortars, and a captain. But you know, we can blow that to pieces, unless you want peace. No.
Hope your words are wise.
Well, that's fine. Anything else which is going on? I thought the Empire took Schwarzhafen. Maybe not. Halflings still have Averheim. It's our relations with Krakadrak is deteriorating because of our research. Lost virus and all that, but yeah, you know. It's a beginning. Karazakarak is a surprise. They have full garrison in there because it's a capital. I assume their armies are up here, but they're probably marching down. The Balaga Ironhammer right there, so we will have to deal with that. There's also Grombrindle around somewhere. Will I take the rest of this first? Doc Karaz. I don't really want to. Why is Doc Karaz's garrison so small? Must have just been attacked.
No.
Are we a Galsa attacked? No. Military allies with the dwarves. There's also Ekrond.
The axe thirsts for war.
Hmm.
9.
Okay, yep. But, you know. Anything else? We'll have to wait. Why is it saying 0? We've got many items. Why is it saying 0? It's a mystery. Anyway. That will be it for this session. Ugh. Quieter than usual. And as I said, it's preparation. Yeah, we started... Yeah, it was like 16 turns. Okay. And there we go. Yep. I foresee a lot of dwarves dying in the future. Hopefully not ours. Preferably the others. We'll be able to show off our gyrocopters against them and all of our artillery, our steel rain mortars, our explosive ammunition, which is very nice, by the way. It was very useful against those tomb kings. I'm glad I went for that. It's a choice between that or more powder, I think, for my army, which meant that they dealt more armor piercing, like the we can just have a look. It is the one which the Vampire Coast get on all of their units. Where's the Vampire Coast? There they are. It is this ability. Extra powder. Yeah, which is not insignificant. Actually, the extra armor piercing would be very nice. Armor piercing explosion. Explosion and missile damage. Does that give weapons which don't have explosion? I don't think it would. That's just like covering all the bases. But Greybeard's Prospectors, as nice as it would be, a number of our units have very low ammunition. Like our shield breakers have like 8, I think, as base. So I suppose fire. I don't know, fire once or twice and then lose it. But after, I mean, also what I was getting at is that as the Greybeard's Prospectors, as nice as extra powder would be, we don't get something like the Gunnery White, which has the more powder to replenish ammunition to get it back. We do have the where is the we do have, oh, there's Older Greybeard as a Slayer. We do have the Regiment of Renown. This unit, Skulls and Saboteurs, which do have more powder, but they're a Regiment of Renown. So the only way we would be able to replenish our ammunition. Play High Elf next, maybe? Possibly. I'm not too sure which High Elf faction I'd play as.
I am Tyrion.
Any opinions, any which way?
Valerian.
There's Citadel of Dusk, which I've had requested before. I haven't looked at them to see what they're like. I'll leave this amusing the recording, and that will be it for this one. And you join me for the next one.